Let's go right to World News Tonight anchor David Muir, the first American network journalist on the ground in southern Madagascar. Good morning again, David.
Robin, great to see you again. And you know, it's really hard to put into words what we witnessed. The UN right now is sounding the alarm that southern Madagascar is on the brink of the first climate change famine. And you know that we've covered hunger, famine around the world. Usually there's war, conflict, terror driving it. But this is climate.
This morning, as world leaders meet on climate change, what we witnessed on the ground with the aid workers in southern Madagascar, where the UN is now sounding the alarm, saying this country is on the brink of the first climate change famine. We are given rare access to their emergency effort, the trucks disappearing in the wind-driven sand. 5 years of drought here. We see it in the faces of the children, their hollow eyes, their silence. There is no joy here. We ask this mother why she made the journey.
Yeah, because of famine.
Because of the famine.
And she tells us she has just lost one of her babies to hunger.
Made my children die.
We are looking at families who've all had to come here because of the famine.
The magnitude of the crisis is so big, where you have people actually that do not have anything to do than just go.
To leave the land.
Yeah, to leave their house, to leave their land, to leave their village.
The children in the distance walking for miles in searing heat and the howling winds to find water. The farmland now buried under sand. And we find the village where we've been told mothers have now brought their children for help. The baby boy dangling from the scale where the children are weighed.
Were you worried about your little boy?
Yeah, she was worried because this child is malnourished.
Measuring their arms with small pieces of color-coded tape.
That's what the yellow tells you.
The yellow tells you that this child is suffering from moderate malnutrition, acute malnutrition. David, this is a new admission. This child is the first time today. They are checking if any edema, and they're going to press 3 seconds on both feet.
They are looking for swelling in the tissue, another sign of malnutrition, and they find it. We witness the urgency, the cries, the boy being weighed in a red bucket, the quiet little girl waiting, and the baby, they write her weight on her arm. This little girl, Angelica, who is 4. They wrap the tape around her tiny arm, the small window, revealing the red.
Yeah, once again, a severely malnourished child.
Showing her stomach to the aid workers. She is given fluids for dehydration and an antibiotic, unsure of its taste.
What are we witnessing right now as far as climate?
It's something really new. It's a change in the landscape. Having sandstorm in this kind of landscape, it's not something usual. And having the effects of sandstorm shows that nature is changing, the environment is changing, and the climate change is affecting this area more than the rest of Madagascar. It's building up. It's year after year that the rains are less and that people have less and less food to eat.
The faces of the children there after 5 years of drought, violent sandstorms, the farmland, as you could see there, disappearing. Climate is driving this. And Robin, George, TJ, this number about the people of Madagascar, they contribute 0.01% of the world's carbon emissions, so little, and yet they are truly paying the price.
As you said, those faces of those children, David, and we want people to know who are watching, and if they'd like to help, that they can go to our homepage at abcnews.com. Thank you for being with us this morning, David, and I know that you're going to have so much more. Going to be live from Glasgow, special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Robin.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.